Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here. Today I'm going to take a look at another game that I got from a CSI, Cool Stuff Incorporated order. We're going to do an unboxing for a game called Quantum. This is a bit big, I'm sorry if it's kind of... Here, let me move the camera. This is Quantum! This is the umpteenth release of this one, the Designer Collection. I have played this game a total of 2 times. The second time I played a Designer's Collection with my friends. The first time I actually played an earlier edition and the dice were a little bit different and so on and so forth. Either way, the game was really addicting and I had always meant to pick it up and just now did. So, shows you my resolve, I guess. This is one where I obviously removed the shrink wrap from it. Like I said, pain in the butt, but I didn't do anything else, if I remember correctly. I might have taken the shrink wrap off the cards as well, but that is it. So this is the rule book. It is a very thick cover. Actually, all the pages in here are really thick. Very surprised about that. It's really colorful. You can see that right there. Nice big text for those of us who are blind. As you can see, they go through everything in great detail here. This game has been out for a while. This is just the most recent edition of it. My friends call it Space Dice. It kind of is basically Space Dice. When I do a quick review of this game, I will kind of show you basically why it's Space Dice, but yeah, some really cool depictions here. Very good, high quality, super high quality on the rulebook. I don't think I have a rulebook that is nearly that good. This, it doesn't want to come out of the box, is a sheet that shows you the sector maps. This is how you will build your boards based off of how many players basically you have in the game. Each of these present their own difficulty. I have only played 2 of these, so frustrating, but now I own the game. Cool little thing like that. Next, we have the player boards. The player boards for the characters don't really change all that much. Each character has their own representative color, but like beyond that, they all have the exact same actions and, you know, phases. They did change the pictures of the different ships represented by the different factions. You'll see there. Very different. And they all have different names. But aside from the names and the look of the ship and the color, the factions are the same. There's nothing special about them. But I guess they wanted to give some kind of individuality to this whole thing. And a lot of them, by the way, look human. So those are the player boards. Next up, we have the sector tiles. There are a whole bunch of these. And you are, I believe, supposed to randomize these when you build the map. But there's quite a few to choose from. There is actually even a promo. Oh, geez, they're double-sided too. Huh. I don't think they change. They're the same on both sides. Funny. Well, anyway, double-sided. There is a promo for these. It is available, I think, still on BGG. I might be incorrect. It is The Void, and really I don't think you can do anything with it. I believe that there's no planet involved there, so it's worth no points. But it is kind of a neat thing to throw in there to throw a wrench in your plan when it comes to trying to meet the win condition. But as I said, there are a huge amount of these tiles, and you play with not nearly this many. There's not a lot there that you play with. Great replay value. Followed by little cubes. These are what you're going to place on planets that you have successfully, I guess, colonized. And they are the different colors of each of the factions, obviously. There's a bunch here. There's enough, I think, to win the game? I don't know. I'm still rusty on that. Then there are the dice. This is my favorite part here. These dice are really great quality. I can't get it to focus on the dice. There we go. They have that textured coating on it. As you can see by the light there, a nice textured coating on it. I can't believe I have to block out her face so that you can see this. There are 7 of these per faction, so each one has their own color. And the same thing, textured. These are much bigger than a standard size die. Oh, my 2 is kind of lame here. Just noticed that. I wonder if that's a misprint. Pretty cool. Anyway, like I said, each faction has one. They're frosted. That's what the word is. Frosted. And they represent your ships. And that's kind of why they call it space dice, because each of these is your ship. And then we have a black translucent die. In one of my videos, I said you can't do black translucent. It'll show up as purple. I was clearly wrong. It shows up as gray. But still. Nice black one, and then a white one. So those are neat. And then last but not least, actually I have more to say about this than just these. These are the cards. Unfortunately, they did not give enough room for you to sleeve these. So if you do sleeve them, you will not be able to fit them in the box properly. You'll have to find a different way to fit them in. There are the white and the black. And the white ones are going to be actions, kind of, and traits for your character. Like, I'm scrappy, or I'm righteous. I'm ravenous. No, I'm sorry, these are all traits. None of these are actions. But anyway, the action, or the traits stick with you. You cannot replace them unless you build on top of them, essentially. And they make your character do things better. The black ones are the actions, and the black ones are where you're going to have things that blow up other people's traits or do other related things. Like, this is where you're going to find the ability to, if I remember correctly, increase the size of your fleet, because you start, yeah, there it is, expansion. You start with a specific amount of ships, and the only way to get more is through expansion. There's a few expansion cards, as you can see, so don't feel like if you see it on the table that you won't be able to get it if you don't grab it quickly. I believe it has the most cards in the deck. I could be wrong. Or no, actually I'm not. That was it. That was it. So expansion definitely has the highest presence in the black deck. But like I said, if you sleeve them, you cannot fit them back inside their original spot, which is right here. It is just big enough for the card itself. I want to say kudos to them for a really good organizer, minus the fact that they did have enough room to create a space for sleeved cards, and they didn't do it. So, great. But as far as already there inserts, this is actually pretty good. I don't know if there is an expansion on the horizon, but if there is no way it'll fit in here. So that's something that you will definitely have to find alternative storage or get creative about. That is how much it'll accommodate these the sector tiles. So if you get the promo, it's not going to fit, or at least not the way it should. This is the way it looks with everything in it minus the player boards, and then go ahead and put the player boards in. They fit right on top of everything else, which creates a flush space for the rulebook and our sector maps. And that, my friends, is Quantum. Not a new game. Like I said, it's been around for some time. This is just their most recent edition of it. It was my favorite for the dice. They're very big dice. I know that sounds weird, but I did like the giant dice and the frosted texture, as well as the quality in general. So, Quantum. Alright guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Until next time, peace!